Well, you've seen the introduction that we made down in the Everglades, the prelude, and now you're going to see the actual film, Operation Deer Save, produced by Bob Wilson and myself, 1966, 31 years ago. Have to remind you that the fact that this film was lost for 28 years and we finally retrieved it, and there's no voice on it, so you're going to have to listen to me narrate it because there's no voice. These are random scenes that were shot. Here's an island sticking up. We really can't call it an island. It's just a bump sticking out of the water. We had put corn cribs down there and filled them with corn for the deer to eat. Sad thing happened, though. We've discovered that the deer would lay there and starve to death right next to the corn and wouldn't eat it. The deer wouldn't eat it, but the hogs did. Hogs not only ate the corn, but they did eat the deer. There's some shots of some old Palm Beach hulls. There's Paul Ledbetter. He's from one of the Miami clubs who came down and helped us. We followed Paul around, Bob Wilson and I did, shooting these scenes. Some of these scenes we just found deer running in the water, and other scenes we went to boats that were catching deer. There's some of the corn cribs that we built down there. The farmers gave us all the corn we wanted. This was prior to Operation Deer Save, obviously. There's a deer hopelessly caught in vines, and he's so weak that he can't even get loose to free himself. I don't have to tell you what those gentlemen are doing. They're having a field day. They had the best of the deal. There's something that we found all over the Everglades. Deer lying everywhere. Dead deer and dying deer. Pitiful situation. We lost a major part of the herd, and would have lost them all if hadn't we not gone down to rescue them. We found some real wall hangers laying around, some real nice racks. There's water rushing out of the area toward Alligator Alley. You see the deer. The corn wasn't native to their diet, but it's a shame because many of them would have survived. The hogs had no problem. We used to stock hogs in the area. We'd go up to North Florida and the farmers would give us all the hogs we wanted, truckloads of hogs, and we came down and stocked them in this area. So hogs were in great abundance down in this conservation area. Here's something it's quite gory to see, but it's an act of nature, the survival of the fittest. A hog eating a dead deer. And in some cases, we saw them eating live deer. There's an old sow with a bunch of little ones. I think Dee Wallace will remember Billy Wallace's father about helping us stock hogs down in this area. We had truckloads of them. Every one of these little islands that was sticking, they're really not islands, but they were abundant with wildlife: coons, possum, rabbits, deer, hogs, occasional wildcat. Anything left living in the area was jammed up on those little bumps. Those South Florida deer, commonly referred to often as swamp deer, have the ability, uncanny ability to survive in these adverse conditions. Even in their weakened conditions, look at those guys run. Looks like a outboard motor running across there. The South Florida deer has a larger foot than the northern deer. Nature has provided them with a wider foot to negotiate the mud and the swampy conditions that they have to survive in. The 100-pound South Florida deer has a larger foot than a 250-pound northern deer. It's a biological fact. There's one of the giant drag lines digging Alligator Alley. These guys put on a show for us. These deer did figure eights, double backs. They maneuvered in such a manner that they were hard to catch. There's Paul Ledbetter. We followed him. That's why he appears in so many of these pictures. But he had his work cut out for him. Notice the old Palm Beach hulls, flat rudders on the back. Alligator Alley, there's a bridge going over the Miami Canal. There's Johnny's Bass Hole up on Road 27 at the entrance at Terrytown. The water was so high that people were fishing right off the road.